Alrighty, boys. So let's get it. We're going to be playing Red Kayn, so we have Conqueror, and we're running Sorcery Secondary. This is about to get nerfed, so next patch we're probably not going to run Axiom Arcanus, but until then we're going to be still using it. And we're taking Green Smite because we're playing Red Kayn. We're up against Fiddle, Darius, Katarina, Ashe, Blitzcrank, so they have 3 melee, 2 range, and I can't really one-shot more than Ashe, so that is why I'm going Red Kayn this game. And we're going to be playing into a Fiddlestick, so he'll probably look to farm a lot this game, and I'll probably look to farm a lot myself. So I probably will do a Raptor start full clear this game, because I think doing a Raptor start is pretty nice, especially into like a champ like Fiddle. So whenever I'm playing up against well, pretty much any champ, but whenever I'm a little bit anxious that I might get invaded, 35 seconds before the buff spawns, I like to slam a trinket right there. And that'll make sure that if they do invade me, I'll see them. Enemy team's going to start the game with like 2 kills, so that'll be a little bit hard to deal with, but maybe they'll use a flash here or something. Looks like they just use exhaust. Music is so loud you can't hear me. Oh, I can turn it down a little bit, sorry. Alright, so we're going to do a Raptor start full clear, and we're going to auto Q. Now, I'll try to teach you guys how to clear as fast as possible on Kayn. So, there's a lot of tactics I want to help you guys utilize. So, auto queuing, and then you want to insta-level up your E, and you want to head straight onto your Krugs. So, if you're ever playing into an AFK farm jung, you'll want to do a Raptor start full clear. So, we're going to auto Q. You just want to auto before you Q, because see how I'm always landing both my Qs? I think the biggest flaw a lot of like lower rank Kayn mains have is they don't hit both their Qs. So when you don't hit both your Qs, your clear speed is, you know, 2x slower as opposed to being 2x faster. And this camp we can smite, bring it on over. And another little thing that you guys can utilize is you can drag the camp into the wall and you get directly in the center of it to guarantee you're hitting both your Qs here. And then you can auto Q like that, and you land both your Qs, and you also Q in the wall, which hastens the animation time. And now let's try to make this little terrain jump. So you want to go from here to there. And if you can jump that terrain, you're going to save a lot of time here as well. And you're going to auto Q. So see, I always use my autos before I use my abilities. Always, always, always. Same thing will apply with your W, so... The ideal combo with Kayn on your camps is like auto Q, auto W, and the ideal combo on enemies is auto W, auto Q. So, I'll kind of show you that as the game progresses. And we're going to drag this camp over here. Now we're going to do a little bit of a fast pathing tactic here, and you guys can see how fast this clears. This is actually a really, really insane clear, and this is something that I've been doing myself. So, when it's sub 400 HP, I'll smite auto that, drag it on over. And this is a Raptor start 315 full clear. It is really, really insane. Anyone who's a high elo Kayn main knows that this is like pretty insane. 316. Normally I can get it to 315, 314, but really, really fast, because the faster you clear, the faster they respawn, and then you can always look for plays and ganks afterwards. So we're gonna look to farm this, and because we started Raptors, you don't look to reset after Scuttle here. You actually go farm your Raptors once more. So we look for like a play through mid if there's anything here, which there isn't. And then we just go to our top Scuttle, our top Raptors I mean. And you could use the tower terrain to travel a little bit faster in between camps. And now we can actually go for the top Scuttle because of how fast we were. So that's how you know you're doing something right. If you're faster than a champ like Fiddle, who's extremely fast. And now we can get our Raptors. So before this guy's even reset, we're at 40 CS while he's at 24 CS. Isn't that crazy to think about? Because Fiddle has one of the best clears in the game. But playing Kayn, we could have 40 CS to his 24. Isn't that insane that Kayn could do that? All because of your E. So utilizing your E is very big. Okay. And with your smite charges, you always want to make sure that you're smiting Krugs and Gromp. After your first full clear, of course. Okay, I'll reset. Oh, Fiddle already reset. You're right, you're right. I didn't even notice he reset. Alright, now we get our bot side camps. Alright, just get our bot side camps.
I'm better than you.
Then after this, we could look for the dragon. Or if we want, we could also head up to the grubs if we wanted to like have our support rotate. But I think their top side's a little bit stronger with Katarina, Darius, Fiddle. They have a lot of strength in that 3v3. So looking for the bot side play and bot side gank seems a lot smarter. But this guy did just die. They do have a pretty low HP Ashe, so I'm gonna try and just run straight in. We have Bard that could maybe set us up here as well. Oh, I thought he was gonna portal us in. It's all good. Nice, that's fine. I wanted Bard to get the kill, because then I don't have to take an extra tower shot and die. Should look to do the dragon here if anything. Because he's doing the grubs for sure. So while he's doing that, we can just take this. Make sure you always save your control words for the objectives. So I use my control word here. The ideal setup for my control word would have actually been on the grubs, but I wasn't around the grubs when I had my control word. So I just save it for the dragon, and now I can make sure that I'm not, you know, warded here. Then my bot lane gets a shove here. And now we get the dragon, sweet. Wonderful. Okay, get this.
You're more than a band. We're the next era of music.
We should watch out because Fiddle's like right here. Yeah, he actually did just take my camp as well.
Standing out is the only option.
Something that we can collapse on this guy while he's invading. Alright. Really well played, nice. Yeah, 3 for 1 is perfect there. Even though I know this guy did just take my camps, it's perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'll honestly get this, boots, and get a control word, and get my brutalizer. Nice. So yeah, I did lose my camps there, which is pretty bad, but now we have more KP than Fiddle. We got the dragon, and we have half our form. And my teammates, they're very happy that that play just happened, because, I mean, 2-0 Aatrox, really good. And Fiddle wastes his ult, which is a very long CD, so for the next, like, I think it's 2 minutes, but it might be longer. Does anyone know what Fiddle's ult CD is off the top of their head? I don't off the top of my head know what his ult CD. I'm gonna say 2 minutes. And yeah, also during that play, yeah, you guys have noticed that Jin got a double kill there too, which is just, I actually tell him good job, Jin. I don't think many people acknowledge what he did there. Jin making a double kill there is absolutely awesome, dude. Great job. Alright. Watch out.
People say I'm toxic. I'm not.
So Fiddle should just be farming a lot of his camps right now. Getting as many orbs as I can off her. Getting as many hits. That's good. Zoning her away. Collecting orbs is always ideal. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a little bit longer than 2 minutes, but I didn't know exactly, because it is a very impactful ult. You can always kind of tell how long an ult CD is based on how impactful it is. So most really impactful ults are like 2 minutes, but Fiddle's is like beyond really impactful. Fiddle's is like really broken. That's a giant wave right there that's just going to die to the towers, so making sure that not only I can catch the XP, but also I can just catch the wave itself. Very important. Even though I missed 2 CS. No, 3 CS. Kind of embarrassing, but all good. Alright, just farm our top side. So he's definitely going to play for these grubs here. And his ulti should be up by the time the grubs are on, so... Oh wait, we see Fiddle. Eh? Maybe go invade his top side if anything. He didn't farm his top side. We don't hear you well because of the music. Oh, I can turn down. I didn't know it was that loud. Sorry, I'm wearing a beanie, so it's a little bit hard. Is this better? Hopefully, thumbs up. So yeah, Fiddle should just be lingering in that bot play, and I can just get the grubs while he's doing that. Prioritize the grubs over the dragon. That way we're not giving over the feats of strength for free.
Karasmai would
Oh,
unironically
spicy.
win this game.
Thanks to the prime. Dantes, what do you link me? I'll look at that. I'll look at that after. I can't see right now. What did he send me? Do I really want to know? When Dantes sends a link in chat, I'm just anxious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just anxious. Lowering the volume on this banger should be illegal. True. Alright, looks like Fiddle doesn't even find a play in bot or even care for it. So we're just gonna go for Voltaic here. Oh! Make sure I don't get caught out there. That's why you never get caught shopping. Look at it. I will after this game. Trust? I will. I trust you. You're a trustworthy individual, for sure. Alright.
I don't need hard steel, but the guys are alright, I guess.
Alrighty. So Dragon's in 10 here. We definitely have prio to get the first 3 objectives. And then we could probably look to get for first tower. Gotta be careful because grouping and bunching against a Fiddle with his ulti is very scary. But once I get my form and Merc Treads, I hard counter Fiddlesticks. So the whole premise of Kayn early game is just to play very reactionary. And something to tell you, another thing about your mid game to like make sure that you're keeping up with your proper CSing and everything, is that during the mid game you want to make sure that you're always holding on to 1 smite charge, 1 for ganking, 1 for invading, or 1 for an objective. So, you know, not like 3 smites, but you always want to have that 1 extra smite for any 3 of the above. And then the other smite, you always want to make sure you're using on the camps. And as I mentioned earlier, Krugs and Gromp are the camps that you're looking to smite. So he's probably going to look for a topside invade, so I could actually look for like a bot side invade and bot scuttle after I'm done with this, which is perfectly fine. I'm actually surprised he opted to give the dragon there, considering Mountain's such a good counter to Fiddle. Because he's a kind of a burst champ. Oh no, he definitely is a burst champ, so if you can survive his burst and just CC him, he's very easy to kill. Similar to Katarina, so Mountain's really good all around to their team. Can I show my runes? Yeah, sure, of course. Give me a second. Oh yeah, another thing that people in my chat pointed out is that my max order, if you guys don't know this, Red Kayn puts 3 in Q and maxes W. Well, you can smite buffs too, yeah, if you guys want. Smiting buffs works too. Anything that isn't raptors and wolves, I would say, is fine. But the other smite charge you always save for like fighting or objectives or invading. So 1 smite charge for that. And then the other smite charge you could use on anything that is not raptors and or wolves, I would recommend. Okay, it looks like we're just going to get a free kill there. That's fine. Odds on me stealing your content and getting 300k views. Really, Dantes.
My old bag.
Pants are Dantes. What can I say? Pants are Dantes. Yeah, she has symbiotic souls. Look how fast she runs away from me. Impossible to do anything to her. I really want to look for a play in the sash. Okay, now let's clear the warden. It's fine. Alright, let's get out. I honestly might just farm on my bot side and force a play on top to get my red form. So, I actually want to kind of mention something as well during this game, because I feel like I wouldn't want to be rude and say that there's a lot of charlatans in the community, but I would say that there's a lot of people that don't really understand the concept of how Kayn's form works. They're like, oh, you need to get your form early, because I see in a lot of YouTube comments or Twitch chats of people playing Kayn, a lot of the viewers will say, oh, Kayn needs his form early. Well, actually, the thing is that you want to make sure that you're in the game. So farming and, you know, being able to get objectives, you don't necessarily need to get your form. Your form is easier to get as time goes on in the game. So every minute that passes, it's easier to get your form. So if I get into like a small little fight, I'm going to be able to get my form insta. But if I fight a lot in the early game, the orb value isn't worth as much. So I'm not saying you shouldn't look for early fights. I'm saying you shouldn't force bad early fights. You know what I mean? So I think that's something I definitely want to cover. So see how I'm kind of just playing like a very patient, a very smart game here? It's because look at how ahead I am over the fiddle, and I don't even have my form. So when I get my form, this game's really easy, and it's not like I'm missing out on dragons. It's not like I'm giving things, I'm losing things. I'm still having plenty of impact. It's just, what do I call it? I'm just not forcing bad plays.
Standing out is the only option.
Alright, we're gonna go for the wolves here. Nice little invade. Nice. I'm just gonna back up here. Don't need to force more. So there's my form, guys. Look, didn't even have to do anything crazy. And just like that, the game should 100% be over. This is just a bad fight. Nah, it's just a bad fight. I can't do anything because I don't have my ult. If I go in, I just wind up dying. They're not really stacking armor, so it definitely seems like a good Shojin game. It's sinking ship syndrome. They think I'm the captain and I should go down with the ship. I use my ulti and everything.
Heartsteel belongs at the top.
After he killed Darius for free, we both backed up. Azir's the one who like forced to play longer, and then it kind of went a little bit bad. You just gotta be willing to understand that when you make risky plays like that, that it has bad outcomes like that. I can't be the one to save it, you know, because I didn't have anything up. I was full HP, but I didn't have my ulti. I didn't know my form, so I was pretty weak. You always want to make sure that you're fighting with your ulti, especially in like this point of the game. Nice, that's good. Always good to just make sure we're getting a kill, because if we get that pick there and the kill, that basically means that we're gonna get the dragon for free. So if you're wondering, is it worth the flash for you know, 0-6 blitzcrank? I think when you factor in what we're getting out of it, which is the dragon, yes. And see, this is the combo that I use on enemies. It's auto W, auto Q, like that. And then that's why I save my ulti. So if I have my ulti, then I can make a play like that. Now we can look for this. I believe Fiddle just uses ult to get that kill in mid, right? This is kind of risky because, you know, obviously they're not too far away, but yeah, my boy Aatrox, the Double Darken Duo, boys. The Double Darken Duo. What chroma is this? This is the Heartsteel Rockstar chroma. So it was limited, unfortunately, so if you want it, I don't think it's available anymore, but I can attest it is a very awesome chroma. So see, this is where playing for objectives is very strong. A lot of Kayn mains that can reach this strength, they need to understand how to play for objectives. So before an objective spawns, you always want to reset 40 seconds before it spawns, and you want to make sure you have your ulti, and you want to make sure that you're willing to fight that if you're even with the enemies or if you're ahead of the enemies. But if you're behind, that's when you look to give things. Isn't blue better into Fiddle? But is blue good into Darius, Katarina, Blitzcrank? Nope. And he's not better into Fiddle either. Red's actually better into Fiddle, because Red has CC. You can't one-shot a Fiddle 6. At least a good one. Maybe a bad one, but this is still high elo. We get Shojin. Definitely want to get some anti-heals here soon. Go for that top scuttle.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What do I consider to be high elo? Anything above like Diamond 2+. That's what Riot considers high elo, so I'll just go off their metric. But that's what Riot considers elite elo. That's what they call it. Kill the Fiddle effigy. So Otacot's pretty useless, so we're probably not going to play for this. We don't have any vision of this pin, so we have to make sure that we're extra careful. Autocut's bad. I don't really care to play for it too much. And next item, let's see. So, second item I got Shojin because I'm pretty ahead. So I really like to get Shojin as a second item. Unless I'm not ahead, then I'll get Sterek second. But yeah, Voltaic Shojin's really great. I definitely recommend this itemization choice. And then third, we could look to get... We already have Merc Tread, so I don't think we need more MR. We can also look to maybe get Sterek if we want to cap out our Tenacity. Or we can get some armor. Like a Death Stance wouldn't be bad. I like the idea of a Death Stance here. Gives us armor and also gives us the bleed passive, which is good in AD and AP champs. Which they do have a good mix of AD AP damage. Nice, that's good. Yeah, so see, having that CC to just be able to knock him up. I'll say we can go do the Autocon. Your ability to read chat and consistently play well is insane. Oh, thank you. To that. What if you're behind in Jung? Just play safe. The only way that you can fall behind in Jung is if you're not pathing properly. So always focus on your pathing. That's what this entire game kind of taught, because look, I have a lot of impact, I've gotten all the objectives, and I've also maintained a very high CS count. High CS count is the consistency of jungle. Similar to like how a challenger laner would teach an AD carry how to play better, having better CSing. The fundamentals is definitely the main point of every player's improving arc. This is my main? No, so my main is currently in Challenger, but I'm playing in Masters to get faster queue times and to give better quality informative content, because truth be told, in Challenger I really do have to lock it in and I really do have to focus, so I can't do as much yapping, and I feel like the yapping is really what a lot of people kind of improve from as a streamer. So yeah, it's still high elo, I can promise you that. I don't think anyone in chat will argue that Masters Plus is not a high elo. I mean, maybe some people, I guess, but yeah, no, I don't really play on my Challenger account for informative content as much. Challenger content is just for fun, just to show you guys what a really competitive Kayn looks like, which I was doing a lot of this past 2 weeks, and I'll probably play it again soon, so it's not like I'm never going to play in Challenger. I love doing a mix of both. But for the next week or so, I'm probably going to do a lot of informative content, so if you guys are looking forward to that, make sure you're followed and make sure to ask a lot of great questions. Alright, so we're going to play for this dragon. Get as strong as possible. Gotta be very anxious of that Fiddlesticks ult. So vision control is very important. I knew Blitz was there, so I wasn't too worried. Ooh, so it's gonna be a 4v5 actually for this. That's a little bit scary. So considering it's a 4v5, yeah, we're gonna have to definitely play this a lot smarter. I'm waiting for the Fiddle or someone to show, really. Am I dead? Nope. I'm good. I did somehow live. Yeah, it was a 4v5. I was very anxious that that fight might just be lost because of that, and then they also got off a lot of the damage. It's kind of sad because I insta-W'd the Fiddle, but fortunately I still couldn't do anything about it. Wolf, Katarina. Yeah, our vision was pretty poor there, and our inability to win a 4v5 was due to our lack of coordination. Oh, good. Happens. They're a team that's very dependent on CDs, so we're gonna punish their lack of CDs here. Definitely ideal. Nice. We can honestly maybe look to do Baron off these 2 picks. We could start it or something. Ooh. So we see Fiddle top. Won you over even though not playing Kayn. Really? Well, if you ever want to learn Kayn, I'd love to teach you. I'd love to help you out. Honestly, I think at this point of the game, when we have like a very open map and it's kind of dicey still, it's great to just always invade the enemy's camps as much as you can and just deny all the golden XP that we can. Okay, no camps over here. We can shove in bot, make sure that they're gonna deny this bot wave. Because Katarina likes to rotate a lot, so she's not really like catching waves as much. Hopefully my team doesn't die, and then yeah, we could deny the wave down here. I'm not gonna go hit the tower. Oh yeah, Katarina comes. Okay, so this means that they're -1 Katarina if they're looking for a play. Okay, we're gonna rush Death's Dance, and then after that we should upgrade our tier 3 boots. Okay, oh sweet, perfect. Really well played by the Bard and the Aatrox. No Fiddlesticks definitely means that we should be able to win this fight on the objective. Yeah, they're only a really strong team whenever they're like fully grouped. But even when we're fully grouped, we're also very strong. It's basically a battle of who can reach their potential first as a team overall. Maybe we can go for this tower for sure. I would have liked to get more, but sometimes it's best not to try and go for too much, I guess. Who do I play when Kayn is banned or taken? Okay, so we actually have 2 really fun champions that we could play. Here, 1 second. What? Interesting. Interesting Blitzcrank move. Okay, so we actually have 2 really fun champions for you guys to play. Probably 2 of the most fun jungle champs that I ever have had as my backup champions. So right now, Zed is extremely strong and is getting buffed next patch, and Echo just got a massive buff. So Echo's also very strong. So Zed and Echo are just going to be 2 magnificent champions to have as my backups. But I play a lot of different champions, but since I've been Challenger for, 10 years straight, I like to kind of learn new champions and get comfortable with new stuff when I'm not playing Kayn. So I play pretty much every jung in the game as my backups, but the Zed and Echo arc is starting. I've already have a bunch of experience with Zed, but Echo I definitely need a little bit more need more time on, so it's gonna be fun whenever Kayn gets banned. I can promise you that. So we could use this Baron to pivot into a Dragon Soul here. A little blue up there. So I wouldn't even say that I AFK farm too much this game. Just notice I like to pick up camps every time I'm like going towards objectives and whatnot. Okay, gotta make sure that we don't bunch too hard for the Fiddlesticks ulti. Finding out where he is probably the most important thing. Yeah, just make sure that we get as many kills as we can. Taking people off the map. Azir probably is gonna get sent. I'd say this was like a pretty smooth game though. How do you rate the special boot upgrades? I think the defensive boot upgrades are very nice, but I usually get them after like my 3rd item. So I just rush my 3 items and then we're good to go after that. So, this was a pretty good game to show you guys how to farm faster and just how to have pretty good overall map pressure. Hope you boys enjoyed. Peace out, YouTube. Adios. Bye-bye.